Let's get into it. So I'm coming back on here this evening to see what the end of the day did, what the night did. It's 10 o'clock, 10:16 on a Thursday. So yesterday I noticed, this is what I missed. What I missed was this huge move during Asia. This blue block right here. So let's go ahead and do this. Just go a pointer since I don't have one. Okay. Yeah. So this was too big for a normal Asian move. Therefore, coming off of Asia into London, this yellow, I want to change its color. Oh no. I put it in a cell. I don't want that. I don't want that. Let me see if I can make a little bit of money. By accident. Oh, I don't know. I probably said 400. Why you don't give me nothing? So the luxury of paper trading. But session. And justice for this London. I don't like these colors, but right now I at least want to see them a little bit better. Oh, that's bright. And it's going the wrong way. Okay, so what happened was this session had way too much movement. The wrong goddamn way. Way too much movement for Asia session. That was way too much. So therefore, reducing the movement, and London was pretty volatile too. This orange London. And then I always box my New York session just because I just started using this indicator here for the sessions. But therefore giving me very little action for my London session, which it wasn't that bad, but I didn't have the movement that I expected, and I knew there was going to be slight movement because that orb from the beginning, that 15-minute orb, it didn't, it moved too much. So after that, it was really like only movement in the orb. Yeah, that was a 300. That's a 300 day. Oh, I did take profit on that. So, but really, it didn't do that until the end of the day. Really, it didn't do that until the end of the day. Really, this range, most of the day was from, tell me the truth, was from here to, it was in here. It was 185. And then it ended up stretching at the end of the day. It stretched down and then back up. It stayed at that midsection until about, it didn't pass the orb till about 3 o'clock, which you wouldn't have been trading in that within that time. Yeah. You would have already been out of a trade. It stretched out of this section right here for a little while. like this pointer situation that I got. But it stretched out of this right here for just a little while, early in the morning. And then after that, it chopped. It did not come back out of this orb until 2:15. Till around that time. And then you had $77 out of there. Okay. So in this evening, I don't want that moved. And this evening, what I really don't want to see nothing. I'm really just kind of noticing. Oh, actually, I do want to see this right here. Remember this, the ghost line? And I said that this is going to touch. Because I stopped about 9 o'clock. I was bouncing around in this 15-minute range. I was bouncing around in this 15-minute range. Couldn't get out. I left it at that. And really, I mean, when it has a large movement like that, it's a note to self. And it has a large movement like that, it's in the orb. You really can't see that, but my orb is marked. It's her. But you held me down when nobody was around. How's that? Is that too intense? So let's see. Okay. Here. After this range was made huge by, this is 12 o'clock, 10 o'clock. This 9 o'clock, it didn't break this box. I knew that this was a, right here, this is a box that didn't break. I said, oh no, she got nothing to do. And I knew this high needed to be taken out. She got nothing to do. And you can basically go ahead and operate within this orb or in this box, which is a danger zone for me. I really don't like executing like that, but I can. But I'm trying to take high quality trades, and this is not one of them. But when I knew the range was going to be a large range, I took notice of that large Asia movement. Yeah, here. This movement was massive here. This is irregular. I should have known it was going to be safe to operate within this block. Okay. So, no money was lost. I did win on a couple of paper trades. Did pretty good. Very quick scalps on paper trades. My orders are usually, I mean, I don't like to go more than 5 or 10 points anyway. If I'm going 20 or 40, like, usually that's on some ego shit. And I just let that shit go. I don't like that. I don't like that like that. I'd rather have 10 points, trade 10 lots across 10 different accounts for 10 points, than try to get 30 points at a time. Or because this is why. This is why. Not just because I'm, saying stuff. The market, it ranges less times than it chops. And within the chop is marked by these boxes. And then from these boxes, the range extends. These are how my fibs are created from a significant high or low within a particular session that I'm looking at. So these boxes, this is a chop, and it extends from this chop. This box is 14. This box is 9. This box is 30. They're getting more volatile here. The smaller the box is, usually the more clean the action is going to be. When you get these large boxes, you get hella chop. So if I know the chop is going to be 15, if I'm at least within the chop, then I'm good. That's all I want something that's guaranteed. I want something that's guaranteed, period. I don't give a fuck about how it look. So when it's up here and all I want for it to do is come down here, that's my money. I'm getting that. That's my money. So yeah. I do anticipate this evening going, hitting this purple line right here. So I've been thrown off tonight. I've been thrown off a little bit tonight. But I'm not doing trading. I just need to get back touching it so I can see what the pulse is like. Right here so far, this is all we have. Really, I was thinking about this zone earlier. I'm sitting up riding around thinking about zones. I'm thinking about this zone right here. Right here above this, because this is going to be like a whole block coming off of here. Looks like a whole block coming off of here. And this is a perfect cross section on this trend. It's a strong trend right here. 1 and 2 from the top of the key. This is the highest of the high, and then the break and pull back on it from the high. So this is a trend line it made, and this was the strongest trend going the bullish direction. So of course, I don't really see people marking this, but these are strong ass trend lines when you see that happen. Now, I don't try to make nothing up. I just read what the charts say. I'm just telling you what the doggone me charts say. This is, it's kind of something like a crosshair, but midpoint. That's a club midpoint, and it rock all night. And that's another big that's a big swing, and it's finna get ready to have some chop action chop suey. This whole block right here got to be crossed. It haven't been crossed yet. These blocks are their Bible. These blocks are like, this is word right here. This is gospel. This is gospel. It's guaranteed it's gonna cross. Now, so we know what that story is. So it's guaranteed that's gonna cross. It'll bounce off that. This box is a strong indicator. It's a strong indicator. I knew earlier today in the New York session, that this price is gonna go up to price is gonna go up to here. I wanted to see it cross here, but I was looking for a down day. I anticipated this ghost line to be hit. This line got bounced on. This line got bounced on. So after that bottom move, I thought it was gonna go down lower than that, but it has to come up here. I guess it's taking this out before it goes lower. So it'll mess around at the top some more. It's gonna chop ass. It's gonna chop ass. It's gonna chop some asses up. So that's what it's doing. Me, I'm trying to see where to, because I'm not just gonna put in a trade. I know that this box has to be crossed, but what my lesson is win and don't get dragged going through this box just because you know it's gonna happen, just because you know you right. I want to see when. I think that. Oh, okay. This is the block from tonight that I just made. Okay. All right. Let's start doing work. Well, when you see all these pink boxes, they're necessary. They're necessary. I'm a little tired, girl. That's a 30-point box. So, with that being a small box, you can expect heavy movement. It's not that small, but it's yeah. This is the extension. So this is the bottom of the box, sweeping the previous day's orb. And this is the top of the box, passing this ghost and going up here to this midpoint. And then I see it bouncing from here. I would trade on it bouncing back through. After it goes up, bouncing back through it. Coming down. Anything can happen here. There's a big, really, really, you could just put a price in here. That shit gonna hit. But we don't want to trade like that. This is the midline of the box, right on in here. So, how many points is that? The midline of that box. That's 76 points. So when I see, I'm a scalp and day trader. So when I see the 76 points on half, and I want to get 10 points, it's still time to wait, because I don't want to get drugged like that. I don't want to get drugged all that way. It might go right to it, but it's a lot of times got a good likelihood that it's finna play with you. It's finna play with you. So let me set this right here and see how much this weigh. 34. Oh, how much was this? Right at 30. Okay, it can get a whole one out of here. How much is a whole one? 30. Where is it? That's 45. Let me see what it came out of. This whole is 30 right here, right across the neck. I'll mark this as a whole. I'm sleepy. Honestly, this box right here, our boxes are gonna get progressed. See, there's no box that's like empty. It's gonna get progressed. That's the reason why it's a box. It's a weak box right here. But that's the reason why it's a box. It went all the way to the blue. On these boxes, this blue for reference sake. Let's talk about the box. It's a high and a low, but it's got to be a structured spot. It's gotta have like a high and a low, and then a high and a low, and then you can mark it. It don't just need a high and a low, but I'll go back into that. So it's a high and a low. High and low, and then you measure. You put a 1 on the top, and you hit it on the low, and that extends. And then you go from the bottom to the top, and that extends. And then you put those on top of each other. So what has been noticed in the past, whenever these two numbers hit, this red and blue, and this red and blue, there's action all the time. Like, these boxes are magical, right? This is the number that they operate on. So I make a box right here, and this box do not lie to me. Period. It don't lie to me. You can put a line in the middle of your box, and so this is the anatomy of this box. Details of the box. Okay, this that golden zone that people like to see. This the golden zone. This the box zone. This the mid zone. I call a whole box. Let me tell you what I call a whole box and why. Because this area right here is so many points. How many on? Like 30, 37 or something. On this pink box, it's like 37. What happens is, all the time, on this pink box, price, when it cheats, it'll go out a whole 37 points. And then come back. And then come back. And it'll hit this pink box. It'll go out a whole 30, a whole point. If this box is 50, it's going to go out 50. If it's 128, it'll go out 128. If it's 40, like it's going to, like the whole measurement of this box, it'll go out that much and then hit the top of it or the bottom of it. Like that's how the bounces are. It's allowed a whole box. Okay. This right here, this was it already. This was the structure that created the box from the high to that low. And that's the reason why you see this number right here. It's really not going like pass that no more. It's not going to do it. However they sitting this money out and putting it back in and shit like that, visually the way it look, like on a number point of what they doing, it don't come back outside of that box unless it go a whole number. So I bet on the whole box. That's the reason why this indication of a whole box is important to me. So when people say an order block or a compulsion block or, you know what I'm saying, the circle around the block and all that shit like that, if you can't tell me on measurement and movement where you come up with this random ass name that you don't, you know what I'm saying, I can tell you on the field it's a high and a low, and I mark it. And then on this number right here, this red and blue number, this the promised land for this field. It's not gonna go past here. That's why I create that. This is a safety box. That's the reason mine is like that. It's a measurement. Mine is like that for measurement. It'll pull out a whole one. This right here, this gonna be his first place to stop. After a whole one, this blue number, that's the first place to stop. This right here don't even really get fucked with like that. This right here, they playing with your heart. They playing with your emotions real bad on that first grade number. Like I don't fuck with that, period. I count this like this here before I fuck with that grade number. That grade number that's for tricking. I do this first. Now, I put a measurement in the form of a gain on a whole box from a box. And then let that run it and see how strong them levels hit. You see it. You see how strong the levels hit. So, this is my anatomy for my setups on the boxes. So it's gonna go, this is the blue number, this is first stop. First stop all the time. First stop all the time down here. It'll get a whole box down here too, up and down. You don't have a bias. Whenever you put this number on top of each other, that's how far it's gonna go up. And you see where it's at up there at that club midpoint. This right here, this right here, this do not lie. This do not lie at all. That you can bet big money on it. It's gonna bounce hard too. So the club midpoint is a thing. This right here is a second confluence. These numbers is a third confluence. This whole block is a confluence. I forgot what I had this again up here for, but I'm finna take it off. This ghost line is a confluence. What was that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 so far. All right. This bottom line, this extended fib, that's a confluence. It's going there. It stops here, baby. This is where the stuff when they say you can't call up tops, you can't call up bottoms. I can call them. I can call them. It's gonna stop up there. It's gonna stop right here. I can call them. So I just gotta get my money together so I can put in a little bit of order. So I can put a small order in on a guaranteed move. I don't give a fuck what my stop loss is. I need to quit thinking like that. I need to start getting me some what's the word called? Invalidation points. Invalidation points. Because I really don't have a bias. I mean, when it's up there, like, this a word. Just a word. Listen. After it's come out this box up here, and it's met this number, it's going to extend to the rest of this area. Like, it goes this way. It don't go this way. It don't go that way. Listen, look. So, from here, today stayed in a box, right? It didn't have movement. But this is the box that it created. Within that box, what it did, really, it operated off of this one. So, within this box, this blue line first got hit. This was from off of her. I think this was the whole, this was the whole, yeah, this is the whole block. And it hit from the midsection of the day. The midsection of the day is a confluence. So I operate on about eight indicators of my own, like I say confluences. It's about 8 of them. It's not analysis paralysis. I just like to see all of them meeting up. Like, really, all of them is gonna meet up. All of them, like, cause like this, if it's on the right side, on the up side of the right side, then it's gonna go up. If it's like on the bottom half of this trend and this key level, going down until it meets a section, and then it'll reset, and it goes from pink box to pink box. That's how. I'm tired. I'm finna rest myself, and because I'm definitely not finna hit no trade right now. I don't know. I got some things on my heart. I need to release. I need to get out of my mind that I'm right. I don't want to be right. I don't want to be right. I seen them like, ugh. I don't like that shit at all. So I just need to be working. Just doing my job. So anyway, yeah. My mind is tired. I'm trying to see what else I see, but I don't think there is. I don't have enough chop yet. I like the chop reaction because what it do for me is it creates like that dot to dot. It creates the dots that they're making, so I can put the picture together. And I don't have enough chop right now. I anticipated moving up to this purple line by the end of the night, but since it's gonna be there, oh, and it might hesitate because that's the move. Tomorrow, this is probably gonna get ran through this area somehow. I don't know. It's Friday. We'll see what happens. I mean, if it go up, we know where it's going. If it go down, we know where it's going. That's it. I can't say up or down because I thought today was gonna be a day that it may. Um. Well, actually, I think it did get to the area that I anticipated because I think that was here. I think that was here, and look where it came to. Both of these, yeah, because it had been some days without this getting taken. And after that broke from up there, this is what I anticipated. And I left this one right here because it was still working. Or I don't know, was I thinking it was gonna come down to here? I don't know. I have to look back at it. I can make a note on there so I can keep up with what my predictions are. So, oh, I had this right here. That was a bullish bull bias for Tuesday, and this was the Tuesday bear bias. So, I don't know where it was coming from at that point though. Well, let me see. Where is Tuesday? This is Wednesday. This is Tuesday. Okay, so it hit that on. I might have been looking at that on Monday night. I don't know. But I've got recordings now so I can look exactly. I see exactly where I was at. So I don't be fooling myself on top of this shit. Oh, yeah, this is gonna give me a some chop. I need a large chop so I can see where they're coming off of. All right, and it's good. And it's good.